Hi guys, and welcome back to Sheddy's Kitchen. I'm Sheddy. Today I'm making an egg curry, which we know as an anda curry. It is an absolutely amazing dish. Quite straightforward to make, but the flavours are absolutely immense and you can make it very, very quickly. It is a vegetarian dish. It's low in calories as well. It goes very, very well with our chapatti recipe. So make sure you follow that video as well and have a look at how to make chapatis. So are you ready? Let's get cooking. So the first thing we're starting off with over here is 250 ml of sunflower oil, which I've popped into this pan over here. And I'm going to make sure I put that onto a high heat. I'll just get that onto a nice high heat. And as the oil warms, we will be adding some onions to this. The onions need to be finely sliced, and what we're using in terms of the onions is 350 grams. So we'll just wait for the oil to warm up slightly. We'll pop the onions in there, and then we'll come back to you when the onions brown slightly. Just give this a moment to warm up. But the oil is actually bubbling slightly now, so what we're going to do is pop the onions into there. Remember, you need 350 grams of onions. They need to be finely sliced. We're not going to let these overly brown, just slightly brown, but I'll pop them into there and we'll come back to you when they're slightly browned. Okay, now they're in there. Give them a bit of a mix. And we'll be back with you shortly when they're slightly browned. So it's been about 6 minutes or so and the onions are softening up nicely and starting to brown. So we're going to start adding the next part of the ingredients in. The next thing we're going to add is, we've got 2 sliced green chillies over here. Now what we've done is, I say sliced, so we've actually finely chopped them. Now you need to give it a bit of a taste to see how chilly this actually is, because if you find that the green chilies are too chilly, that impacts the next ingredient in terms of the red chili powder. In which case, if they're not very chilly at all, we're going to be adding, these are not, we're going to be adding 1.5 teaspoons of the red chili powder. But if it's very, very chilly, you only need to add 1 red chili powder spoon, just making you aware of that. And we're popping in 2 green chilies over here, and to that we're going to add 1.5 teaspoon of red chili powder, which I'll add into there now. So 1.5. To that again, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of the dry coriander powder, which I'll pop into there now, followed by 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, which is known as your healthy, so 1/4 teaspoon of that. Just drop that in there, and that's followed up by 1 teaspoon of salt, which I'll add now very quickly to this. So 1 teaspoon of the salt, which I'm pouring this out. Here you go. And for 30 seconds or so we need to give that a mix. If you find that it's sticking slightly, then you need to add a tiny bit of water to it. I'm going to mix that. 30 seconds or so, give that a nice mix. Okay, next to that, I'm going to add the tomatoes in. We've got 2 chopped tomatoes here. What that will do is reintroduce the water into here. We need that bit of water, and we're just going to wait for it to reduce down slightly with the water before we add the final 2 ingredients. This is a really amazing quick fire recipe. If you're certainly working on a slim and well diet, you want to keep it nice and easy for yourself, and it is a vegetarian friendly one as well. It's a straightforward egg handy. This will be made in no time, you'll see, and it tastes absolutely amazing. Goes really well with chapattis. So that's added the water into there now. We'll give that a moment just to evaporate that water, boil that water off that we've got there. Let it all evaporate out. Now for our final 2 ingredients. We've got 50 grams of fresh chopped coriander, which I'm going to pop straight into there. I'll give that a quick mix and add the final ingredient. What I am going to do before I add the final ingredient is drop this onto a medium heat, because when we put the eggs in, the eggs will cook really quickly in this. So let me give this a bit of mix. And let me just drop this onto a lower heat before we add the final ingredient now. What we've done as a final bit we're going to add is the eggs. We've beaten these eggs. We're using 6 medium eggs over here. So we'll pop that in now. That will start cooking through very quickly, so I need to give that a mix in. There you go, all the eggs added. And let's start giving this a mix. And as you can see here, the egg is gonna, as expected, it's cooking really quickly here. Make sure you keep stirring this and breaking up that egg in there. Just getting this slightly drier. I think it's cooking through well now. We're nearly done. It smells absolutely amazing. This is I really enjoy eating this curry. The flavours of the different spices run through the egg absolutely beautifully, and you also know that actually, you know, that it is quite a healthy dish, full of protein. And I think that's relatively dry now. You can see a tiny bit of oil left at the bottom. The egg's broken up. There's quite a uniform distribution there. Really nice, and we're done. You can take this completely off heat, and there you have it. A lovely egg curry. Took no time whatsoever at all, but I'm telling you, the flavours in there are amazing. A lot of lovely flavour that'll run through that when you have that, and that goes, like I said, it goes really well with chapattis, that, so it's well worth having that. And there you have it. This dish looks and smells absolutely amazing, and I'm really looking forward to getting a seal of approval on this one from my parents. So off I go. Seal of approval met. For many more of my videos, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and I'll see you soon.